Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Devon. I just got off the train at Oakhampton and I'm heading up to Dartmoor, up to Black Tor and Black Tor copse for the night. Got a heavy pack as usual, got some lovely wine, some lovely dinner, but it's February and Devon's had 5 months worth of rain in 1 month. We've got very heavy winds and heavy snow forecast for the middle of the night. So stay tuned. This could be an interesting one. Meldon Reservoir. Proper frozen rain. It's very sleety. It's so cold. This is more like Dartmoor weather. The rain has now stopped and I'm boiling. Take my waterproofs off again. Okay, onwards. I think that's it. I think that's Black Tor. It's just there. Wow, that's a lot closer than I was expecting. It's only 2:30. Right, I did that pretty quick. Well, I guess I'll just start looking for a camp spot, just hang out. Well, this will slow me down, picking my way through these boggy, bouldery bits, trying to navigate through without going up to my knees in bog. This is a bit I don't really want to have to do in the dark if I have to bail out, because that would not be fun. Okay, so that is the route up to Black Tor. Black Tor copse is in here. I'm going to camp in one or the other. But obviously the Tor means climbing uphill away from the water, so I'm going to have to carry water up there with me. But on the other hand, it's exceedingly boggy down here, so I think what I'll do is I'll scout out some possible pitches down here, then fill up some water and head up to the Tor and see what it's like up there. I can always come back down again. It's only, it's not even 3 o'clock yet, so got time to faff around. Yeah, so these are sort of the options for camping down here. It's just so wet. And then if it rains again tonight, going to get even worse. I mean, this bit's not too bad, but it's not great. Let's head into the copse and have a look. There's not much in the way of flat ground to camp on. I think camping down here means out in that boggy bit. Looks like I'm heading up to the Tor. Black Tor, pretty epic. And that's the copse down there. Oh, steep. Oh, real steep. But I'm getting there, and I got my water. Just hope it's not too boggy. Nearly at the top. Okay, there's a couple of spots back there at the first outcrop, but I'm going to check out all three outcrops just because there might be a better spot. But it definitely is more promising than down by the river. Okay, now you're talking. This looks pretty good. Pretty flat, nice and sheltered. This is the best so far because it's sheltered from the south that way and the west that way, which is the two directions that the wind is coming from tonight. It'll be pretty cozy here, but let's just double check. This spot's got a good view, but it's too exposed. I think I'm gonna dump my stuff in that one I just saw and bagsy it, just in case anyone else is planning to come up here tonight. Okay, that's me bagsying that spot. I'm just gonna run along to the last outcrop and double check that there's no, I don't know, like bothy or something. I think I got the best spot. Get back and set up the tent. Get the tent set up. Out and then get everything inside. Okay, tent is up. I've double pegged everything all the way around just to make it super secure. This is going to be my entrance. I think it should hold out the night. I'm pretty happy with it. Managed to pitch it fairly low, so it shouldn't get too much wind underneath it. But yeah, pretty pleased with that. All pretty much set up in the tent. I'll give you a tour. So in the vestibule, got my boots, my cooking stuff, my water, my gaiters. They're all pretty muddy and wet. Inside, sort of like food and dry clothes. My bag over there. Mat all set up, the sleeping bag. This is it is my very lightweight, like, summer sleeping bag. I know, which sounds crazy, but I've got another sleeping bag with me just in case I need to double up, but I just really like this one. And I sleep pretty warm anyway, so I've never had an issue using it in the winter before. My light, all my sort of like bits and bobs hanging up here, head torch, just for ease of access. Yeah, that's it. It's just stopped raining, so I might head out and have a wander around and make the most of it not raining. See the rain, the horizon. I think that's my outside done for tonight. Get back in the tent, hunker down for a bit. Oh, Dave Myers, the one half of the Harry Bikers, has just died. That's sad. I've come in out of the cold to have my beer. I've got into my sleeping bag to warm up. I've got some KP peanuts and an old speckled hen. And I'm listening to Radio 4. Banging. It's cold. It's really cold. When you've put dry socks on and you want to put your boots back on, you put them in some plastic bags, and then you can put your wet boots on. Yeah, it's cold. It's time to get back inside and think about dinner. Right, dinner. God, it's cold out there. Having a dal that I made myself and dehydrated myself. This is a sort of future venture that I'm planning. Dehydrated meals, because most of the ones that you get that you can buy off the shelf, they're all pretty crappy. Some of them are okay, but they just don't taste very good. And so I started experimenting with doing it myself, and I've done a few of them, and like they are They're so much better when you home make them. I don't know why. I think it's just because, you know, small batch cooking is always better. And so it's something I'm sort of like thinking I might set up as like a small startup. Really nice dehydrated food, but obviously this is still early days. But I brought one of them with me, the dal, and I'm gonna cook it up now and then eat something warm. That's about 300 mils. So in the dal sachet, I've got a pickled red onion garnish, and rice I'm going to do separately, just because I hate it when you get like dal and rice all mixed up together. Like it sort of ruins both. I really like being able to taste, you know, the rice and then being able to taste the dal and just have them both on a plate. Obviously, you know, it's nice to be able to just eat the whole thing out of one pouch, but if you're going out for one night like I am now, it's no big deal to boil rice separately, put it on a plate, do your dal separate, and then, you know, dish up. I think it just, you know, it's just a bit nicer, especially like when it's cold and you've got not much else to do. It's quite nice to be able to do, you know, just like a bit of basic food prep and like serve up a nice meal. So yeah, so dal, rice, boil in the bag rice, and my pickled onion garnish. Okay, we got a boil on. We got a boil on. Oh, that smells so good. I don't know if you can see it. So it's red lentil dal with cavolo nero, and it's quite spicy as well, which is nice. Give it a bit of a stir. Right. Leave that. Put it in its pouch and rehydrate for, I don't know, 15 minutes while I do some rice. And then to go with it, I've got this lovely Pinot Noir from Napa Valley. Chose a Pinot Noir because it's cold out, and it's actually quite nice drinking Pinot Noir when it's a bit colder. So this should be a really nice match for really nice pairing for the spicy dal. Kind of like medium bodied, bit fruity, and not too sort of like tannic. So should be a nice pairing, a nice chilled Pinot Noir. Just got to find my my pen knife to find the corkscrew, because without that I'm stuffed. Oh my god, that smells good. Let's give it a go. I mean, you can't quite see it, but it's a lovely Pinot Noir colour. Sort of like cherry, like red fruits, a little bit of vanilla. A hint of oak. That's absolutely lovely. And it's really nice chilled. Yeah, lovely. Bread and butter, Pinot Noir. It came from Sainsbury's. I think it was about 12 quid. 12, 13 pounds. If I remember correctly. But yeah, highly recommended. That's a lovely, lovely wine. Right, I think that rice is done. Right, let's get this plated up. Okay, and the doll, which has rehydrated nicely. And then the garnish. Pickled red onion with some coriander seeds and star anise. I think that should make a lovely dinner. Red lentil and cavolo nero dal with rice and pickled red onions. Let's give it a go. Oh my god, that's really lovely. Goes beautifully with a Pinot Noir. Quite a lovely dinner. Well, that was delicious. I'm gonna close up the tent for a bit, have a bit more wine, listen to the radio, and I'll have put my pudding on a little bit later on. What time is it? It's like 7:30, I think. So just gonna chill out for a bit.
Ulysses on the island of Circe, who's this mythology's gracious, temptress, predatory, seductress woman.
Right, let's get some pudding on. Right, we got apple crumble and some Devon custard, because I'm in Devon. When in Devon, have ambrosia. So, hot water. Oh, that's hot. That's really hot. Ah. And then that. Squeeze the air out. Seal it up. Let that rehydrate for like 10 minutes. And then sprinkle the crumble topping on. That's plenty. Right, and then the crumble topping. It's like sort of like oaty and nutty. Again, far too much. I got to stop making too much food. It's like a real problem of mine. I can't claim credit for the Devon custard. That's just ambrosia. That looks really good. Oh, and it's warm.
BBC News at 9 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Said he was sickened by details that emerged in a highly critical inquiry.
Oh, I would be
Never have been allowed to join the police.
so happy
Is currently serving a whole life
serving that to friends at home for dinner, like a dinner party. That is like
a series of failures in vetting
that is banging.
called on the police to make urgent changes to win back trust. This has
Oh my god.
cutting 1,500 jobs.
I mean, I've made enough for 2 people.
By £1 billion a year. The company said those
No, I made enough for like 4 people.
Hello.
Delish!
Mysterious global donkey shortage.
They were like on rungs of a ladder.
So it's 9:30. I'm in both sleeping bags. Yeah, one does up on the left and one does up on the right. So it's quite interesting getting into it. The Met Office says it's 1 degree outside, but feels like -6. But 7 in the morning, it's going to be -2 and it's going to feel like -10. So, going to be in for a really cold night. I can hear like the wind up on, I think up on High Willies or Yes Tor. You can hear it is pretty windy up there, but it's nice and sheltered down here.
So this is the sort of ideas proposed by Einstein around relativity, but also by extension quantum theory as well. With warnings to the west,
It's getting a bit chilly, so I'm gonna try and get some sleep while it's not too windy. See you in the morning. Night. It's 2:30. It's pretty windy out. Tent seems to be holding up. Seen a couple of lightning flashes though, which is a little concerning. I'm not getting any sleep. I've had a couple of hours sleep, but this is just relentless. Anyway, I'll check in again in a bit. Tent seems to be holding up okay. Just coming out to check on it and to see if I can see where the lightning's coming from. That's a bit concerning. And you're not really meant to be in a tent if there's lightning, so I'm going to hang outside for a bit. Just like hanging outside on a moor at 2:30 in the morning. Cool. Oh fucking hell. The lightning literally above. It struck and then a moment later the thunder hit. That's not good. Oh, that's pretty close. Oh, it's going to be a long night sat out here. Seems to have calmed down a bit now. I think the lightning might have moved on. The last strike I saw was east of me, and that's the direction that the weather is heading. So I think it's passed over. I haven't seen any strikes in a while. I'm just going to hang outside a little bit longer. Admire the view. Well, you can just about see dawn on the horizon. Haven't seen any lightning in a while. I'm going to do a quick go round of the tent, check that's all pegs are good. Hold up pretty well. Tent seems okay. Haven't seen any lightning in a while, so I'm going to get back into my sleeping bag and warm up. Oh. Okay, well, we're back in the tent, back in my sleeping bag, warming up. The winds have calmed down a bit. Doesn't seem to have been any lightning in a while. I'm going to try and get back to sleep. I don't think that's going to happen easily. I'll just like lie here for a bit. Morning. It's 8 o'clock. I managed to get some sleep in the end, but not great sleep. I'm just sort of like, I'm just a couple of degrees too cold, which has meant it's just a bit of an uncomfortable sleep. But it's not too bad. Well, it is windy and cold. I'm gonna get something hot to eat and drink and then pack up and get out of here. but it seems like the tent survived. Well, it's a beautiful morning. Light dusting of snow. Got some blue sky. It's stunning. It is absolutely freezing though. The wind is bitterly cold. Oh. All packed up. Leave no trace. Apart from the icy shadow of my tent. And off we go. What a lovely day. Pretty beautiful, if cold. I'm gonna head up to High Willie's. Some nasty rain clouds. Yeah, I'm nearly at the top, but the freezing rain's coming in. Your face. That is really painful. Alright, I'm on the track. This should take me all the way back to Oakhampton. Right. Oh. Okay, now that I'm kind of out of the weather and on the road back to Oakhampton, I finally kind of have a debrief about last night. That was pretty wild. I think I probably got about 4 or 5 hours sleep in the end. I slept from about 10 till midnight, and then the winds really picked up, and then I was just awake, and then the lightning came, and then I got out of the tent until about 3:30. I got back in the tent, didn't get to sleep again till 4. I woke up at 6, and then I kind of like dozed in and out of sleep until about 8. So I think maybe 5 hours, which is not bad considering. It's been a pretty great night on Dartmoor. Nice to have a bit of snow this morning. Black Tor, great location, nice spot that, managed to keep me sheltered, and pretty happy with the food. Yeah, I think that's something that I'm gonna develop a bit, you know, like tasty, small batch cooked, dehydrated camping meals, you know, all natural ingredients and in compostable bags. none of the other companies seem to really do that. So I think there's a spot in the market for tasty kind of homemade style dehydrated food. And you know, I'm still working on whether the little bit of prep is actually right, you know, whether it's nice to have the rice on the side or whether it is better to just have it all chucked in together. Anyway, let me know what you think, if you like rice on the side or if you like rice mixed in together. Right, well, it started snowing again. I'm going to get my gloves back on and get down to Oakhampton and then finally get a hot cup of coffee. But thanks for watching. There'll be another one again some point soon when I figure out what I'm going to do. See you on the next one.